Hey everyone. I wanted to share a little bit about what it's like going through all of these intense energies right now from the perspective of someone who actually feels really connected to Israel. So I was a volunteer in the Israeli army in the summer of 1997. And part of the reason why I did it was because when you do that, you get to travel for free around Israel. And as a volunteer, you don't have to do anything really dangerous. And so I got to see the country and know the people and the culture, and I fell in love. I had a tough time leaving. I wasn't sure I was going to leave. And it was amazing to be there. And then the awareness of the fear that everyone lives with every day was also very apparent, very visceral. To be the only democratic state surrounded by different countries that are not interested in the success of the democracy. But more than that, it's kind of an energy of who has right to the land. And that becomes the story of ages, where religion has just totally lost the point of what it means to be in connection with Source and each other, and lost sight of the importance of benevolence, of community, of working through differences without violence, right? And now we find ourselves hundreds, if not thousands of years later, navigating the same kind of energy all over again. And my awareness is that there is no one that could have grown up on either side that would look very different of this conflict. Meaning, when you're fed information and it's the only information you know, how can you be another way? When your consciousness is taken from you, and we all know what that's like because we're all navigating, trying to come back into the consciousness of believing that we are one with all that is, that we are one with each other, that we are one with Source, right? We can barely believe the truth of our existence. Now imagine that so much more than that has been taken from you. Energetically, mentally, physically, right? The people who are the monsters were created to be monsters. And the people who are navigating the effect or the impact of that are, on a soul level, somewhat participants in something that is agreed upon, for lack of a better way to put it. And I know that's a tough one to swallow. So if you don't believe what I believe, it's really okay. I'm not here to create conflict with my words at all. Quite the opposite. My desire is to bring comfort and to bring what feels like neutrality to what's happening. And it's hard to be neutral. My niece is in Israel right now. I have friends in Israel right now. And I have friends in the States that have lost extended family in Israel. So the emotion that I default to is actually quite intense, especially being in the country and being with the soldiers and knowing what they navigate on a daily basis, or honestly, an iota of what they navigate on a daily basis. And even to be a citizen there, right? Because the men, after they serve, they get called back up for emergency situations such as this. So one of my friends who has a couple of young children now had to leave his family, right? So all the things, I could go into the story of all of it and feel a lot of panic, a lot of grief. And I do. I mean, I do feel those things. And as they come, I give myself permission to feel them. And then my awareness becomes that at the minute that I go into who's to blame, and the minute that I go into the energy of separation, I'm part of the problem. And so my awareness is that what I'm doing in this moment and every moment as best I can is I allow the emotion to pass through me because I feel it and I don't want to stuff it down. I don't want to deny its existence. I don't want to deny what I'm feeling. And I get it. You may feel very passionately on one side or the other side, and I honor you. And I don't take away your feelings or what you're feeling, or that you have the right to feel what you're feeling at all, ever. And at the same time, we do have an opportunity in what's happening, because what's happening in the Middle East has been going on for a very long time. This is probably escalated to pretty intense, its worst in many, many, many years. And in the quantum field, the way that we create is through our focus. So if we're focusing on the problem or the duality of the situation, we're contributing to it. Now it's time to take the focal point and bring it to the heart. Bring it to prayer. Bring it to getting grounded. Bring it to creative solutions. Seeing in your mind's eye the scenario where everybody comes out for the highest of all concerned. That may not happen tomorrow, but that vision becomes a focal point within the quantum field where a new timeline can be born. That's how this works. The quantum field cannot tell the difference between your imagination and your real life. Because in fact, our real life is part of our imagination and how we create. But I don't want to go into the complexities of the quantum field. I simply want you to know that you have a choice. Right now, you have a choice. You can focus on all of the anger. And if that's where you are, I honor you. Feel your feelings. You're supposed to have them. We have them for a reason. And we have a vast array of feelings that we experience. And from that place, once you've allowed this emotion to move through you, I invite you, instead of looking at the good and the bad, to remember that there's a million sides to every story. And even though what's happening is very hard to swallow on a lot of different levels, that we have a choice where we focus our energy now. Now we can focus our energy on prayer. Now we can focus our energy on solutions. Now we can focus our energy on boundaries and what we want life to look like going forward, right? This energy of anger is in everyone, otherwise it doesn't manifest on the planet. It's here, it's within us. We are all angry about something because generally anger is this fear that we won't be seen, we won't be heard, we won't get what we want. You know, anger shows up to let us know that something's out of alignment. So let's use the opportunity to see that something's out of alignment. And instead of going into judgment or shaming or blaming, let's go into, how do we move into love from this space? What does a creative solution look like? What does the world look like when we're all tolerant of one another? I don't know the answer, but I'm willing to imagine it, right? I'm willing to go into the space where I have hope for something new. I invite you to open your hearts and hope with me, and let's create a new future together. Sending you all so much love.